For all the latest updates, subscribe to News9.
Hello and welcome to News9 Digital. I'm Ashish Parekh. Popular Chinese app TikTok, along with 58 other apps, was banned by the Indian government for engaging in activities which it considered prejudicial to its sovereignty and integrity, and also the security of the state and public order. Following this ban, TikTok has been doing everything that it can to make sure it makes a comeback to the biggest market that it has across the world. Now, the app has completely distanced itself from Chinese government and has said that the app does not even belong to China, and in fact, TikTok chief executive Kevin Mayer has come out and said that the Chinese government has never requested user data from the app, and even if they asked the company for the user data, they would never ever give any sort of user data to the Chinese government. He even added that the data of Indian users, which a lot of people were concerned that is going to the Chinese government, it is actually stored in servers across Singapore and is not stored anywhere in China. The app has also said that it has been invited to meet the government stakeholders for an opportunity to meet and submit clarifications about its functioning, and also it hopes that its ban will be revoked soon after the meeting, wherein it will be submitting details of its data sharing practices. Now, the app has been banned for a very serious reason, that is the national security. Let's just speak to one of the cyber forensic and cyber law experts that we have, Mr. Phanindra, and try and understand what exactly is the process and how exactly can TikTok come out of the ban. But before we get to that, Mr. Phanindra, what are the primary concerns that the Indian government had with these Chinese apps, especially TikTok, that it went ahead and banned this app?
When we install the application on our devices, well, all the devices ask for certain permissions. This application will also ask for the permission to use the user's phone data. It could be the gallery, it could be the phone contacts. However, this particular application, even without asking the permission by the user to use the geolocation. So this actually is tracking our geolocation. So without the users giving the consent, this application is still using the geolocation of the user. That is a one security risk. When we say security risk, it is unknown to the user. As far as user consents for it, that's a different thing. But as far as the user doesn't even know that this application is using their geolocation, this is actually a risk.
TikTok has been constantly maintaining that it is owned by a Chinese company, but then it does not really have anything to do with China. And also it said that it has gone ahead and stored all the information in a server in Singapore, and it is not stored anywhere in China, which means that there is no privacy concern and there is no China link to the entire app or its functioning. Do you think this clarification sounds convincing enough for the Indian government to lift its ban?
Authorities have given a clarification to the Indian government stating that this is no more a Chinese company. This is based off this company is a China-based company, but the server of this TikTok is situated in Singapore, and Chinese government cannot really influence this company to share the user information. That's what the CEO of the TikTok has submitted before the Indian government. However, when we are discussing about Indo-China war right now, so yes, literally we are at the war, and we are discussing about the war. No government or no company can actually say no to any government request for any such data. The company might have different interests. However, as far as the government requests any such information, the company situated in China is obligated to give the actual information as sought by the respective governments. So nothing can stop this company sharing the data as far as the Chinese government would ask for it. So hence, TikTok is still a risky application for the Indian users at this point in time.
So thank you, Mr. Phanindra, for joining us. That was the cyber forensic and cyber law expert trying to give his 2 cents on the entire matter. Interestingly, the app is not even available in China itself, and the company has its own version, a similar service called as Douyin, which functions over there. There's nothing called TikTok in China. Speaking about the effect that this has had on the Chinese company, especially ByteDance and other companies that have been affected, ByteDance has gone ahead and said that it is anticipating a loss of over $6 billion after the ban by the Indian government. This amount is likely more than the combined losses of all the other Chinese apps which were also banned by the Indian government in this entire process. TikTok clearly is trying to say that it does not want the lives and the careers of a lot of stars and its employees that are going to be affected by this ban to go haywire, but clearly looking at these figures, the company itself personally is suffering a massive loss. And again, that brings us back to this question: is TikTok really safe? Is it safe enough for us to go ahead despite being flagged off for national security reasons? That is something that remains to be seen. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think TikTok is trying to make a comeback to make sure that the careers of its employees and TikTok stars are not spoiled? And also, is it safe enough to use despite so many national security concerns being flagged off? Do you think it is safe to use? Make sure you leave behind your comment, and also do not forget to like, share and subscribe to News9. Thanks for watching.